of the UCA Rotaract Club, and he's going to give you a brief update. But a little bit about Keith. He's from Little Rock, and he's an alumni of Hall High School, where he became a 6A all-conference basketball player. After high school, Keith attended Iowa Central Community College, where he obtained a culinary arts degree while on a basketball scholarship. Keith went on to study and graduate from the University of Central Arkansas with a bachelor's degree in health education. Keith also served as a men's basketball manager for 2 years and a walk-on player for 1 year. Keith is currently serving as the past president of the UCA Rotaract Club. He has over 100 hours volunteering at the Conway Human Development Center as a tutor for the Conway Juvenile Court System and at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, where he plans to further his education with a master's degree in health administration. He has a strong love for animals and has worked as a horse and barn caretaker at a local ranch where he takes care of sheep, a llama, and I've never heard of this one. I really want to see a picture later. A mammoth donkey. I just want to see a picture. I do not want to see this in person. But he does that. And then Keith enjoys practicing a vegetarian lifestyle and spending time with his wife of almost 2 years. So welcome, Keith Jackson.
How are you all doing today? It's good to see you all again. I haven't seen you all for a while, so it's good to be back in the place. I want to introduce my wife, Abigail, if you would please stand up. Put me on the spot. Abigail is the reason that I have a new passion for animals, so hanging out with her has, I've been doing all types of things like taking care of the donkeys and sheep. And my family just looks at me crazy like, I can't believe that you're out there doing that, but yeah, that's me. What I'm going to talk to you guys about is the UCA Rotaract International Club and how we got started. So before I get into this, I first had the pleasure of meeting Dan Allen, who then, long story short, who then introduced me to Jane Nan and Joan Schaffner. And they presented me with the opportunity to be the founder and president of the Rotaract Club. So that's how I got here today, and it was a great opportunity, and I thank you all for allowing me to have it. So let's get into a moment in time. There
you go.
This is, it's all bunched up right now, but this is us at the Fish Fry this summer, and us officially signing our document to be a part of the Rotary Club. So we started the Rotary Club in our minds around April of 2015. So we tried to register as a student organization during the summertime, and that's not possible at UCA. And there are 200 registered student organizations. So we didn't officially get started to have our first meeting until like mid-November. So in between time, we had maybe 15 interested, and then everybody's so excited to get started. And I'm like, no, the SGA hasn't approved us. We can't really officially do anything. We'll get in trouble. So we lost some people, and then we gained some people. So that was a good thing. Currently, right now, we're up to 17 members, and we still have some on the waiting list. So once the fall starts back up, then we'll slowly start to ingratiate them in the club. So our meetings have consisted of the Conway Human Development Center. Dan Allen has spoken with us. It was a great presentation he did. We had Hurley Chiropractic. We had United Way of Conway. We had Faulkner County Judge Jim Baker. We had Faulkner County Senator Jason Rayburn. And we also had the Arkansas Coalition for Obesity Prevention. So we had some really good meetings this year. Sometimes we'll have, I think our biggest meeting maybe was 12, 13. And we had a couple of those, and it's really hard to get somebody's attention during the time allowed on campus. So it's okay to have or be an organization that has 17 members or more, But if you can't come together during a 45-minute time on a Tuesday or Thursday, fighting all the other 199 clubs, it's kind of hard to gain their attention. So we're going to work something out for it to be a little bit more smoother next year, and that we can all get, because we have an excellent group of students. All of our students are usually involved in not just the Rotaract club, but some might be frats or sororities. So we have a pretty good mixture, and this upcoming semester we're gonna work really hard to get everybody on the same page. This is photos from the Raleigh camp. I don't know if you guys have spoken to anybody from Raleigh yet, but it was an amazing time. I was a camp counselor there, and I met some really cool kids. Next week, Julia will be speaking, so I'm gonna come and see her. She goes to Conway Hop, and I think she's from maybe Italy. But the Raleigh experience is really, really cool. They had a 40-foot, about a 40-foot high playground, what's it called? Yeah. And so I get up there, I'm like, I'm gonna go play on this big jungle up in the trees. And I see all these 10th and 11th graders doing it, and they're having a great time. Some of them are going like super fast, some of them are getting stuck and need help. So I harness up, climb up there. I look left, I look right, they're just kids standing everywhere, just in the middle of nowhere. So I go to make my move to transition to another spot. And then I guess I look down. I was like, hey, I need to come back down, can you come get me? But the thing is though, I went up there and I can say I've been 30 foot in the air, so that was a cool experience. This was my Raleigh group. We were called the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then originally we had 4 members to sign up to be Raleigh counselors, but 2 had an emergency last moment, so it ended only being me and Ashley Williams, and she's not here with us today, but she sends her love. That's a silly picture of us. And this down here in the corner is Miss Ashley Williams, and this is her pink group called the Pinkies. And you'll see a silly photo of them. So I'm gonna tell you guys about a service project that we did. We were able to collaborate with UCA Student Wellness and Development. We're able to collaborate with the UCA Community Engagement Board. So we had a wellness fair in the Hyper Center, and the first time in 17 years, we were able to get them to open it up to the community, and it's gonna be an ongoing thing. So, and through this, we were able to participate in Governor Adrian Hutchinson's Healthy Active Arkansas. And we also got the Arkansas Surgeon General, Gregory Bledsoe, to present at the health fair. And we also, which was an amazing thing, if you missed it, come back next year and try us again. But it was a really good thing. For the first time, we had all these people from the communities coming in. They got to see the wonderful campus and the beautiful new Hyper that we have. So that was a really good experience for us. And just to this was a way for us to put our club out there, on campus, to let everybody know that, we are active and we're looking to, do things. So this is a club that when you join, you have things to do. Some clubs, people join, they don't have anything to do. And this is just the overall view from the track of the wellness fair. And standing next to me is Arkansas Surgeon General Gregory Bledsoe. Then we have Miss Jane Ann, who you all know, who's a lovely lady, by the way. And then we have Jenna Davidson. She is the student director of UCA Wellness. And then we have Dr. Jimmy Ishii, who's the dean of health science at UCA. And another thing we're going to do next year, we want to do it in the spring, but we just ran out of time. The dates didn't really add up. What we're looking to do is get the CEO from some of the hospitals in Conway, specifically Baptist Hospital, and we're going to present I worked with the dean to get all of the students to be in the auditorium so they can hear that the UCA Rotaract Club is going to present the CEO of Baptist Health. And So that's something that we're still working on, and we're going to present this in front of at least 100 students. So we're hoping after this meeting, they will say, hey, I want to join the UCA Rotaract Club because it's a way that you can meet professionals. And we're also going to find a way to link in with this club here, the Newton Rotary Club and the Morning Rotary Club, if there are any professionals who want to come and talk on the stage and just let them know about what the Rotary Club is all about, and they can hear from you guys. So that's something that we're looking forward to, and it'll be a great event once we have it. We partnered with the Conway Morning Rotary Club to read at Theodore Jones Elementary School, and we had 3 slots available, and all 3 slots were filled. So we just spent time, about an hour, reading to different classes, which was really cool. Like, it was kind of like intimidating for a second. I'm like, how can I be intimidated by these kids that are only like 7 and 8 years old? But I was for a second, and it was actually like a really wonderful experience. And we had to give credit to the Conway Morning Club for offering us the opportunity to do so. And it was an excellent week of reading for the kids, and I can tell that they're all inspired. So ARCOP is the Arkansas Coalition for Obesity Prevention, and on campus behind the Carl Adcock House, we're in the process of planting a garden, and the food that is planted is going to go to the Conway Bethlehem House and also the UCA Barrett Initials Pantry. And we received a $1,000 grant from the Arkansas Coalition for Obesity Prevention for our efforts, and also to help us get started with our garden. And there's an old fire station that UCA owns, and we're hoping to take the vegetables that we grow, not only give it to different organizations, but also teach classes about how to properly cook. And that's more going to be geared towards at first to the students that live on campus, because we have another community garden on campus, but nobody uses it because nobody knows how to cook the food. So that's what we're going to offer to them. You know, you can cook this food in your dorm room and you can eat healthy. We had a wonderful day at the state capitol. We were able to go to the Supreme Court room and meet with Senator Jason Rapert, and we got to hear his talk. It was really amazing to be in that room and just to listen to him speak. During that day, we also got invited to see Governor Hutchinson. This was our second time there, but he wanted to thank us for taking part in his Healthy Active Arkansas. And he did something really cool for us. I'm gonna play it for you guys at the end. But also, early in the semester, we introduced the 15 international Fulbright students. So we also got to do that. So we visited him 2 times in that chamber this semester. Well, I had a really good time being the founder and president of the UCA Rotaract Club. And it's a bittersweet moment because I feel like I didn't have enough time just to do some of the activities that I thought that we could get done this semester, which is totally okay. And I'm also looking forward to passing on the responsibility just a little bit, so that'll be pretty cool if I can just, give my suggestions and kind of just be a little bit more behind the scenes. So, and his name is Rotaract Kim. He's a Korean who grew up in Argentina. He speaks so many languages. He's a really cool guy. He's a sophomore and he's studying biology and majoring in Chinese. He teaches Korean language through the UCA Community Language School. And he was the first student distinguished as an international scholar by the UCA International Engagement. And this is Rotaract right here. So he's gonna do an excellent job of leading the UCA Rotaract Club. And I have nothing but respect and love for him because he's such a hard worker. Like, he spends all of his days, well, he's gonna be doing an internship, so he have a little bit more time to neglect or do other things. But he's a really hard worker, and I'm really excited in the direction that he's gonna take our club in from here on out. In this last slide, I'd like to play that video. Pull it up.
Okay. Takes a little while to load.
Yeah, it takes just a little while. But all over the whole year, this whole semester, it was a pretty cool 3 months that we had of service above self.
Hi, this is Governor Asa Hutchinson. I'm pleased to recognize the community service efforts of the University of Central Arkansas's Rotaract Club. In 3 short months, you have created meaningful partnerships with the UCA Department of Student Wellness and Development, are recognized by the Arkansas Coalition for Obesity Prevention for growing the community, and are taking part in my Healthy, Active Arkansas plan. Thank you for creating service projects to benefit the UCA Bare Essentials Pantry, the Conway Bethlehem House, and those within our juvenile court system. Your focus on service above self is an inspiration, and I encourage others to join the UCA Rotaract International Club. Again, thank you for working to strengthen the communities of Central Arkansas, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. That was a really good way to cap off our semester, and it'll be a great way to get more students included into the Rotaract Club. Everybody's on campus is looking for like volunteer hours or whatever, which is fine, but we want to attract students that don't just want volunteer hours, but they actually want to do a service above self, you know, and put somebody else forward, maybe for just an hour or 2 a week. And I feel like with this video, of course we got to send to all the mail accounts, to all the faculty and students on campus. And we're gonna keep doing that, at least for another year or 2, just until we just play it out as much as we can. We're gonna try to get it played at like the basketball games, and just as any way we can grade promotion for our club, because I feel like it's actually a wonderful experience. Speaking for me personally now, the Rotary Club has helped me develop more of a leadership quality. I'm a little bit more patient now, so to speak, through sitting through like the meetings and stuff. But they're good meetings though. I'm just, you know, in the technology age, everything goes kind of fast. But and also this position, which I was telling Rotaract Kim, is that being a founder and the president, it's like starting up your own business almost, because there's paperwork that we have to fill out, there's grants you have to get, you have to make sure everybody's like on a same time frame. And no, everything wasn't smooth this semester. There were a lot of bumps and a lot of bruises. We ordered, in December, we ordered a 4-way test banner, and it is, May 26th? And we still have, I don't even know if it's ordered. I've emailed people, and then there's another thing that we ran into. There's all these forms that you have to fill out. Like once you fill out a form at UCA, you think you filled it out, and then you have to fill out 2 more. And then I'm telling Jaynan, I'll visit her. I'm gonna hate that you moved your office, because she used to live right on the corner of College and Ferris, and I live right in the area. So I would just walk over to Jane Ann's office unannounced. I have no idea who's in her office. I don't know what's going on. I'll just hang out there, and I'm not gonna be able to do that anymore because she moved all the way across campus into a more official office. So I was like, I can't barge into your house anymore. But I said that to say that she's always been really helpful. There's some times that I wanted to do certain things, and I would look to her for approval, and then she completely told me whatever I want to do, just do it, as long as it's in the guidelines of UCA. So I really appreciate the leeway that you gave us, or that you gave me, and I know that you would give Rotaract Kim the same lead, so to speak. So are there any questions so far? No questions at all?
So I know that the new UCA downtown facility has cooking classes and equipment and all that. Do you see you guys using that facility to help teach students how to cook?
We would like to use that facility if it's available. I just know that when we tried to book an event there, it's booked for months. So we have to see if we can, for one, when we can book it, and two, if they even allow it, but that would be an excellent thing. But that's a great question. But we do have that firehouse station that nobody uses. And one thing that I think that would help our club a lot on campus is to develop our own like tradition, so to speak. Because like even though we assisted in the UCA Wellness Fair, there were so many more ideas that our Rotary Club members had that we weren't really able to implement because we don't have any clout, you know, since we just started out. So there's gonna be a lot of, eventually, hopefully, there's gonna be a lot of like competition as far as whose name or what club is gonna be the most recognized at UCA. And that's just, I'm ambitious, so that's just my way to be competitive on campus. And just to, since you are with the Chamber of Commerce, with the Rotary or Rotaract Club, I think that it will attract, and we have right now some of the best, smartest, hardworking students on campus. A lot of our members are under students and they take about 16 to 17 hours. So they're really dedicated and they're really busy. But I feel like the UCA Rotaract Club can be a pool of students that Conway and other surrounding counties and towns can pull from to keep the talent inside the state of Arkansas or Conway. And I feel like, well, I know that if they're able to come, you know, and or if we're able to have like social gatherings and meetings just with the UCA club and the noon and morning club, that's a way that we can attract people to students to stay local and not want to go out to grab, you know, different jobs, because that's what the conversation we had, correct? So that's what I've been thinking about, to just pull all of them together and say, hey, instead of going here, then why don't you just stay here? You know people already, you know the layout, and it's familiar, and it's gonna be, I mean, you can move, you know, whenever you want, but at least just give your area, your environment, just the opportunity. And I feel like with the Rotaract Club, even just coming, I never, well, of course I know, some days I don't because I don't read the agenda, but you just never know who's talking, and I try to explain that to students. Like, you might, for instance, I went to a Conway morning club, and I was just talking to Dr. Ishii like 2 days before about, I wanted to meet like some of the CEOs in hospitals. So I go, which I hardly ever go at 7 o'clock in the morning to meetings, but I decided to go on this one Tuesday morning, it was raining. And across from me is sitting the CEO of Baptist Health. I was like, whoa. I was like, I told people, like, you should come to these meetings because you just don't know who you're gonna meet. And that's a way to develop contacts. And also, when I do meet students, we have a list. Okay, so if you're communications, well, let's find out who in the Rotary Club works as a communications director. And let's see if we can link you in if you want to shadow or get some experience or just gain some inside knowledge on that position. So that's something that we hope to do and hope to build, and I feel like that would definitely benefit Arkansas and Conway as a whole. So I think that my time is just about up. Okay.
How many of those in the club were familiar with Rotary or Rotaract before this all started, from either their hometowns or?
Two. Yeah, we had two students. One student, her name is Mary Ellen, and she's an excellent horse rider. She's also an honor student, and I thought that her dad was in the Rotary Club. She told me that he was, but I just come to find out she just used to go eat, because he used to be at the golf course, and they would just used to sneak in and eat food. But there is this one student, her name is Isabella, and she's gonna be the treasurer for this upcoming fall and spring. And her mother was the president of the Arkadelphia Rotary Club. So she's really excited, and she's also an honor student herself. And those were the two that didn't. But nobody knew about. Sure, they've heard about it. I mean, they've heard about it. I had to give a budget presentation in front of maybe about 15 to 20 of the Student Government Association members. And I'm talking to them about the Rotary Club, you know, and I'm selling them. While I'm asking them for money, you know, I have to give out, not selling them, but, you know, just let them know the great opportunities that lie within Rotary. And afterwards, I had people running up. It's like, hey, I want to join the Rotary Club, or what can I do to join the Rotary Club? It's like, no, you don't have to get hazed or anything. There's none of that. We're not going to make you do anything that I wouldn't do or anything extraneous. All you have to do is go to OrgSync and type in Rotaract Club and hit join, and we will send you information every week about when our next meetings will be. Yes.
Keith, just let me add that if you ever have an opportunity to attend either the UCA Rotaract Club or the CDC Rotaract Club meeting, they are a wonderful thing. They really are. And you also can do it as makeup, so it could make up for that also. But my question to you, Keith, is what can we do as a club that may better support the Rotaract Club there at the CDC?
I think a step towards that would be to maybe when all the students move back in the fall, around maybe September, is to host an event, not just with the UCA, but with the CBC and then the St. Joseph's School, and invite all the local Conway Rotaries. That way we can get familiar with everyone, and we can slowly start to build that relationship rather than, you know, forcing it upon that. So, yes, Jada.
I just wanted to tell you all that I would be remiss not to say something about Keith, because as you can tell, he really talked about others, and he puts service, can you see me? Service about himself, but this club was his initiative, his vision, and his vision was not limited. When he came to me with his ideas, I looked at him and I said, so you're going to have the brand new CEO of Baptist Health come do XYZ. And you want Governor Hutchinson to do a video promotion for our club? Okay, let's do it, Keith. Which meant, Keith, go do it, I'll watch. And I just like for us to take a moment to really thank Keith for all that he did, not just for the Rotaract Club, but our community, children in need, between here and Little Rock and beyond. And also congratulate him because he has graduated from UCA, and he's in that space where he's saying goodbye to many of the things that were so dear to him, including the Rotaract Club. And I'm hoping that he will be an alum. And I'm also hoping he might be the first person that I post as a Rotaract.
Thank you. That was so nice of you to say. I just remembered something about our club. Most of our members tutor on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Conway Juvenile Court System right there by the Boys Club, and they knew nothing about, as you asked, the Rotary or Rotaract Club. So every day I would just go, or every Tuesday and Thursday I would just go and say, hey, you should join the Rotaract Club. You should come to our meetings. And slowly but surely, they all started to dwindle in there. Before you know, I had the whole tutoring as part of the Rotaract Club. And I'm working on the SGA. We want to get the SGA support behind us, like the president and the vice president and some of the other important members on that board. And that way we can know for sure that it just keeps to grow and spread, and that way it stays. So we actually want to get like good quality leaders on campus. So I think that about wraps it up. Thank you all for your time.
Yes, thank you to Keith and Jane Ann for her support this year as well. It seems like they're doing some really neat things over at UCA. Next week, as Jim has up on the screen, Matt Troop, who's the CEO of Conway Regional Health System, he will be our speaker. Speaking of hospital CEOs, here's another one next week. But any other announcements before we dismiss? All right, if not, let's stand and adjourn with the full of the things we think, say, or do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?